Hello, 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 hello. Let's turn that on, and hopefully is Rogue in that one. Rogue's not in that window. Let's get Rogue in that window.
Blackness!
Is Rogue in this
Can't
window?
see. Where is the light?
There's the Rogue.
Oh my god, hello everyone!
How come I can only see that one still?
Because it's not on Discord, that's on Twitch.
So should we go to Twitch?
No, because we can hear everything here. And we won't have the delay.
Hello, 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 and welcome to this final boss fight quiz night. My name is John, and I am joined by Ben the Quest Giver.
Hello, greetings. Pleasure to see you all.
By the Rogue Trader Enthusiast.
Hello from the void! I survived! I escaped!
The Angel Games Player.
She tried to say something, but she breathed in her own spit, so she's temporarily out of order.
And Angel Mama. who I think just said hello, but Rogue is struggling with the fact that Angel choked on saying hello, and we can't.
I'm sorry!
Evidently, Angel is a wizard and has taken 1d4 say hello damage.
Very cool.
I am nice, I didn't say fuck.
That was it. That was fun.
There's your one. We are here to have a fun, family-friendly quiz night, which we definitely will manage with a round on autopsies, post-mortems, and coroners.
All family fun there.
Yep.
Pay attention, kids. You can learn how to carve up your own cadaver.
Everybody brought their
Wait,
cadavers,
your own
right?
I was like, your own cadaver? Like, I'll be dead!
Yeah, you don't do your own
Yeah.
post-mortem.
No, just let it out. No.
What?
You want to cut down a little bit. That's it. There, yeah.
I mean, if you are doing your own post-mortem, something's very wrong.
Look,
you
I
understand?
will learn to possess someone when I die, okay?
It's fun at parties. So says Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. I'm not saying a third time, I'm
We're
not
safe. We're safe.
Beetlejuice. But you're not the same person who said it. Beetlejuice.
Okay, well, that's goodbye to Angel.
I just love if Angel Mama just disconnected from the call there. Just boom, done.
Just get the music start playing. Da, 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 da.
We are here with 4 rounds of quizzes. 4 rounds of quizzes? No, we're here with 4 rounds of questions. I have answers to those questions. These guys are going to try and find what those answers are. Please, if you are watching along at home, do not share your answers in the chat, no matter what Ben says.
You do.
No matter what Rogue says, no matter what Angel Mama
I
or
said
Angel says.
nothing.
I'm just preparing in advance.
I am sweet
You
and
want
innocent.
to put your answers in the chat.
Ben,
You
stop
want
trying
to
to
put
hypnotize the audience.
In the chat. Oh.
These are the
in all
answers you're
seriously,
looking
if you do
for.
have the answers, do please put them right in the chat. And don't forget to highlight me. I'll be very, very thankful.
Please don't share your answers until we are until we have marked the questions, because it spoils the fun if you do. I think that's normally what I say at the start of these things. I can't think of anything else that I
You
meant to
name
say.
the round.
I do
You
name
the
rounds.
round.
We have 4 rounds this month, as is the norm. First up, we have autopsies, post-mortems, and coroners. I slightly tweaked the name of that round. we have cryptic film titles, the second round of cryptic film titles.
That was pretty good.
Fun.
Artificial intelligence is a big thing in the world right about now, and so I asked an AI to write me a round of a quiz, and you guys are going to come up with the answers that it gave me.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what you think's going to happen
horrifying.
anyway.
That is horrifying in so many ways.
And then I saved it because I wrote this with Angel and the marathon of Hitchcock films in mind. I've saved it for when Angel is here. I have a round on Hitchcock films. Alfred Hitchcock, not the Will Smith superhero film.
Dang it.
I'd be good with both.
Ah,
You know, it's going to be the fun side of things. If I lose tonight, it's still going to be, okay, I now want a whole round on Hitchcock, the movie with Will Smith in.
I think, as Angel may have said it already, I think that was Hancock, wasn't it? Did he do
It was.
Yes.
Did he do a film called something like Hitch as well?
Yes.
He did.
Is that the one where he's trying to get people dating
I really
advice?
call Hancock. Here's
That's the
everybody.
one.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Okay.
He was a dating guru.
It's a dating guru superhero film. There you go. There's your title, Hitchcock.
I don't know why, but when Ben said guru, he said it in such a way that I just had like you know how there's Gooigi? Just like a goo version of Will Smith helping people date.
Make that film, Hollywood. Get on it.
Oh, God.
It sounds like you may have covered the microphone for some of that, Angel Mama.
Oh, the blanket.
yeah. She said you need to do a round on how many times Will Smith has smacked someone at the Oscars.
That'd be a very quick round.
I mean, he needs to do it a lot more for us to do a full round on it, but...
Well, Smith, if you could get onto that for us, we'll be very thankful.
Anyway.
Just give him a paddle and give him free range to smack all the guys who were accused of sexual assault in Hollywood and just be like, go nuts, Will.
He'll be real busy with that.
Alright.
Oh, no, not round one. Prior to round one, I need some names. I'd forgotten because I had to take the names off the top of the screen because I've switched programs and the names that were up there were about a year out of date.
Oh my.
Ben.
I am going to be... I'll be the quest keeper rather than the crypt keeper. I suppose that has a kind of deadly deal to
I was
it.
going to say, you sounded like the constipated keeper for a minute there.
You what?
Shit.
I think you need to be a bit slower when you're talking, because that really didn't catch through the microphone.
Rogue.
Auto-mortician.
Automortician.
Also known as bacon slicer.
Angel.
Scythe.
Really?
I like that we've got a theme this week.
And Angel Mama.
Death becomes her.
Ooh, that's a really good film.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, so the temptation to be dead, not sleeping, but...
Also, Hello Law. You've
Hey.
had to buy a
Hello.
mirroring app.
I'm guessing it's so you can play this on the TV, right? Then in
We're
that
on
case,
the-
let's make sure it's big screen entertainment.
We're on the television.
It's not my telly.
Oh my god,
No.
have you got my good
Oh, I don't have
angle?
a mic anyways.
I don't know if I have good
Ah,
angle.
hello Theo.
Ooh,
Hello,
that's a lot of
Theo.
hair.
We will definitely aim to be family friendly now, because there are
Oh,
definitely
That
kids
is a
watching.
good point, Angel.
And to that extent, I'm just going to boot Angel Mama from the call.
I'll be good. I'll be good. Pretty sure he's.
I was like, wait, wouldn't that be family unfriendly because you're booting members of the
I'm
family
booting
out?
the actual family out of the quiz. Yeah, I suppose. Let's
Yeah,
get
but I
on.
wouldn't mind. It actually improves my chances.
Right, Calypso.
Let's
The
get
door's
on.
open.
No, that's good. That is good for you as well.
Let's get on with round number 1 and question number 1.
What round is this?
So
Autopsy.
this is the round on autopsies, post-mortems, and coroners, and it is multiple choice.
Hey!
That's one of the
B,
options. That's another one.
F.
I didn't
That
get
one
that
usually
far.
isn't there.
Definitely didn't get that far. Some of these only go to C.
Oh.
What about the D? Everyone loves the D.
Family friendly,
sorry.
man.
Law.
It's cryptic.
Law says I need to tell Angel Mama to not hold back the entertainment, please. So
See, I'm loved.
question the first. What country introduced the concept of the modern coroner? Germany, France, England, or Scotland?
The modern coroners, then.
The modern coroner. In presumably the sense that we would understand the coroner this day.
Right, so the options were... Which ones are A, B, T, C?
Germany, France, England, or Scotland? Laura also says, hashtag Team Angel Mama, and then, sorry, Ben.
Oh,
Wow.
Lady Law needs to. Does she join you yet on yours?
Sometimes depends on whether she has the time.
Yeah, if she ever has the time, she should join Angel on her streams because that's when I fill in all the insults.
She just spends 2 hours dragging me. It's so painful.
It's brilliant from my perspective.
Yeah, and from the perspective of everybody who frickin' watches too.
I know. I got 2 free subscriptions out of it.
Hurt.
Well, that's one way to get the bills paid, I suppose.
Question 2. What was a common term for coroners in the 13th century? Morgue, crowner, sheriff, or stiff seeker?
Sorry, immature mind. Can
Can you read those
you
out
go
again,
through those
please,
options
John?
again, please, John?
A. Morgue, B. Crowner, C. Sheriff, or D. Stiff seeker?
You said seeker.
Oh, how's that? Ah.
Law also apparently missed the question, but is also giggling at Stiff Seeker. Don't worry.
Keep stopping.
Wow, we're 2 questions in, it's already off the rails.
Question 2, by the way, was what is a common term for coroners in the 13th century? Question 3. What is the primary task of a modern coroner? Determining who's a suspect when a murder occurs, removing the organs of the deceased, determining the probable cause of death, or supervising the crime scene. What is the primary task of a modern coroner? A. Determining who's a suspect when a murder occurs. B. Removing the organs of the deceased. C. Determining the probable cause of death. Or D. Supervising the crime scene.
Trick question. It's all of the above.
I just wait for the point where I get down to just imagining the coroner just literally standing there before the crime started. Don't worry, I'm ready. Okay. Preparing the grinder, Mr. Todd.
I think, Ben, that's...
Very nice, Mrs. Lovett.
I don't think they mean supervising the crime scene in the watching the crime happen.
Oh, to be fair, that'd be a lot easier catching the criminal, though, if they did that.
Oh, is that one?
Does that make Tom Cruise a coroner?
Wasn't that Minority Report? Wasn't that the basis
Yeah.
of that movie?
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they didn't let it get that far. They didn't let it get to the crime happening, which was kind of the flaw of Minority Report and where the whole system falls down.
Whole point of the movie.
Yeah. Whole point of the Second Civil War in Marvel Comics. Carry on, Angel.
No, I was just gonna say there's an anime about that too called Psychopaths, and basically these really powerful psychics would determine based on your brainwaves if you were going to commit a crime, so that police could go and arrest you or kill you before you committed the crime.
So they could go and commit a crime before you commit a crime.
But then, like, the people who could commit really heinous crimes were usually people with very unique mentalities, so they didn't suffer the usual, increased heart rate and wild brain waves and thoughts of a murderer.
Ergo, psychopaths.
Yeah.
Because their blood pressure and their heart rate doesn't go up when they do something. Anybody watch? What was the name of that movie? American Psychopath? American
Psycho? The one with Christian Bale?
Yeah. He didn't get out of breath when he was killing his victims. It was just, you're in the way and this is what I'm doing.
See, when you said unusual brain chemistries, I was just like, right, so like ADHD or something, not psychopaths.
Law says evil psychopaths. Question 4. What are the outdoor research sites where forensic anthropologists learn their trade called? A. Body farms. B. Corpse gardens. C. Morgue camps. Or D. Cadaver labs.
You had way too much fun writing these, didn't you?
Some of them.
Can you repeat those, please, John?
Body farms.
No, complete with question.
Oh,
I
complete
just didn't
with
get any of it.
What are the outdoor research sites where forensic anthropologists learn their trade called? Body farms, corpse gardens, morgue camps, or cadaver labs?
I just love the image of a graveyard and saying, "Yep, this here is where we grow our people. Here on the body farm." And
Law says Theo used to call the graveyard the Dead Gardens.
Aww.
I just used to call whenever we drove past the cemetery when I was a kid, and I noticed it, I would just pipe up, "Someone's dead again."
Oh no, you're dying to get in there, so
Yeah, I know.
In better ways, like, it really puts a spin on being, dying to do something.
I mean, in Waterdeep, there is the Gardens of the Dead, which is the graveyard in Waterdeep, and it's like the public park, and also where they bury the dead bodies.
As you do.
Because why shouldn't that look nice?
One of those answers is also the name of an anime.
There was a movie I watched with Robert Downey Jr. before he, after he had his youthful Hits and no, not Robbie Downey. Was the dude from Breakfast Club. Disregard. But anyways, he made a garden underwater of the women he killed.
Oh, I know which movie you're talking about.
And their dresses and stuff would sway with the waves and the hair and stuff. And it was like he was planting a garden of.
Because there's a scene where he pushes a girl. He's all like, "Could you help me with my dog?" And he pushes her in the back of the van. And he wrote inside the van, "I'm the guy your mom warned you about." It was freaking creepy.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Well done. Question 5. In the UK, what other role do coroners historically hold? They can seize property from those accused of treason. They hold treasure inquests for fines within their area. Or they can raise a defence force against riots in their area.
Wow.
That almost makes me want to go back and change a previous answer.
Law says saxophonist. I'll tell you, that's option D. It's not the right one, because it's not on my quiz.
Well, I do prefer that one, just to imagine that whole side of thing. We need you. Right, where's the corpse? No, for the other thing.
Every coroner is a saxophonist.
John, can you read the answers, please, sweetie?
So, in the UK, what other role do coroners historically hold? They can seize property from those accused of treason. They hold treasure inquests for fines within their area. Or they can raise a defence force against rioting in their area. In the UK and... in England and Wales, Scotland is separate because of Scotland reasons. There are 83 coroner areas.
I don't know how many of these answers I want to be real, but they're utterly insane.
I will tell you that only one of those is accurate as an answer. I should do
one
some
of these things is not like the other.
I've just had a thought, and I should do some multiple choice question rounds where more than one answer is the answer.
Oh, no. You want to do a multiple question round where one question is all of them are correct.
I think I've done that before in one of them previously, where it's just been like, and all of these are actually the answer.
But you literally have placed down that you need to figure out which one of these is. Each one of them has a chance of having either a few of them being correct, one of them being correct, or all of them being correct.
What could be really fun is
if you find the one with all correct.
The fourth option is none of my answers are actually correct.
Oh.
I like that one.
I might
That'd be a fun one, actually. You know,
might have to note that down as an option for a future pub quiz.
That'd be a fun one, actually throw in that, okay, if you can identify which one is not correct at all, has two correct, or has all correct, so something like those lines. So literally just hitting each of the numbers, you can get an extra point for just correctly getting the right one.
Yeah.
I mean,
just let me know which week that is, and I'll be sick.
So there's another.
John, do it now.
There's another variant on that where, like, if you give the wrong answer, you lose a point. If you give no answer, you don't lose any points. Yeah, and then you only gain points if you get the right answer, which is ruthless.
No,
well, yes, it would be because Angel Mama won't be there.
I just thought of an idea. I think I know what I'm going to ask for if I get this wrong. If I get the last point of this, I want only wrong answers round. I'm allowed to give wrong answers.
Oh, God. Question 6. The forensic study of dental evidence is known as what? The forensic study of dental evidence.
Oh, dental elephants. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, they're great at dental work. Have you seen their tusks?
I was going to say the two involved with elephant evidence.
We shall We shall try this question a third time. The forensic study of dental evidence is known as what? Oral criminology, odontology, or criminal dental analysis? Oral criminology, odontology, or criminal dental analysis?
And oral criminology just sounds like a course I'd like to take. But
Yeah, this one I'm not 100% sure.
let's see.
I'm picking any answer that has the word anal in it.
I don't think that was an option, but okay.
Yes, it is.
I
Yes,
mean,
it is.
there is
It's
one
what I
in
chose.
there. There is one in there. Question
Anyhow.
7.
Sorry, can you repeat the answer to question 6?
Okay, yep. Oral criminology, odontology, or criminal dental analysis?
God, we're children.
Why are you surprised?
I'm not. Just disappointed.
Yeah, that's about usual. Random. Regular.
Question
I don't know
7.
whether I don't know whether we're going to do as well as I thought.
In America, coroners are most
America.
closely associated with what position? Sheriff, comptroller, or the tax collector?
Oh god, but the way my brain is going at the moment you ask that question, it just goes completely right. Could you just go for his answers again, please? Because my mind immediately shut out everything and just started throwing in random positions.
Doggy style?
Missionary, they're usually lying down.
I just think like Ben suddenly just the brain turned to like the Snoopy wah 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 wah. It's
I have a corrupted mind. Leave me alone.
it's either that or it's the circus music. So
I've got that little the chiming monkey in my hair, which just does a flip over.
in America, coroners are most closely associated with what position? Sheriff, comptroller, or tax collector?
Yes.
It is one of those.
Hold on, I think my lady law has actually put the right answer in a long time ago. If they'll come up, it's the saxophonist.
They're very closely related to saxophonists, yes. Because as we know, all coroners need to be saxophonists. It's in the small print. Question 8. What power does the coroner usually have?
Invisibility.
The power to subpoena. The power to subpoena. The power of persuasion. Or the power to declare a sheriff unfit for service.
Ooh.
What
I
power...
love the power of persuasion in there.
The power to play the saxophone. It's been added to my answers.
I have the phone.
Well done, Ben.
Yep.
Well done, Ben. Just so that we're not confusing Angel Mother and Angel, Law points out that Pepsi came out of their nose when Ben said the power of invisibility. Which sounds painful.
It does.
Can confirm it's not fun having Pepsi come out your nose.
It's fizzy. Fizzy shouldn't be in the nose.
This is for the tum-dum, yum-yum. Not for the nosy-wosy.
Except he shot chocolate milk out his nose. And all I said was farmer's pants. It was the weirdest thing.
Law says it was an experience.
Yeah.
Can we please repeat the answers?
So yes, question 8. What power does the coroner usually have? The power to subpoena, the power of persuasion, the power to declare a sheriff unfit for service. Apparently, everything now smells slightly of cherry.
Oh no!
So apparently that's a good thing.
So I've done that with whiskey before. It was not intentional, and that was not a fun evening. I can tell you that much. It stung. Also with mead was a much more enjoyable experience.
Well, honey mead would be. I did it with ginger beer. Is that what you guys call it? Ginger ale? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
like
that
3 days. That was back in the old. Do you remember those machines that used to make soda?
Oh, like the soda streams.
Yeah,
I have one. They're great.
Oh my god.
They're gas canisters. I'm wildly overpriced. So, this is not legal advice for anyone at home, but if you just muck with the valves on those, you can get like canisters of compressed CO2 for like £3 for like a thing this big, bigger than like my head, for like.
Oh, I don't know how big your head is. I can see it.
It's a big head. I can't wear hats.
Chris Hansen 69. This is not legal advice. Don't take it.
Anyway, if you change the valves on your soda stream, you can get compressed CO2 for like a 80th of the price. Because that's where the soda stream makes so much money, because their bottles have their like machines use proprietary valves.
Whiskey is like, you want to fill all the microcuts in your nasal passage?
Yes, it is. That is the best sentence.
Yep, I can certainly believe that.
What I'm learning is we apparently need to come up with like a diary of what beverages people have snorted and rate the pain levels.
I know what the stupidest thing I've done, that I've seen someone take up the nose.
So what you've done, right?
No, this is someone who I was friends with in boarding school. I'm not going to name them because it's a little unfair to them.
All right,
Barry. But they decided it'd be a very cool idea to crush up a what's the caffeine pill called?
Like the Pro Plus stuff?
Yeah, like what? It was like 1 or 2 pills of Pro Plus, and then snorted it.
I would love to have seen that with the pet. I wanted photos if you were going to say peppercorn. Do you imagine crushing a peppercorn and snorting it?
I can imagine someone doing that. Yep. But no, so basically this person is running around like hyperactive as hell for about 40 minutes, then passes out face forward, blood coming out the nose.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Very weird thing to watch.
Really scary, I would imagine.
Not bad.
And we put him in his bed. He was fine. This is the same year that like we found 72 bottles of beer on the street. It's like lots of stupid things happened in that boarding house that were definitely dubiously legal.
Law says, and then we'll get back to the quiz, she thinks it was milk, but her sister, when little, laughed. It came out of the nose, into the glass, and then back into the sister.
Back into the sister?
Oh,
Was that like a fountain?
Well, no, because if you drink something and it comes back out the nose, it'll fall into the glass, and then you just drink it again.
Yes.
It's like a dog eating their own vomit.
Gross.
We'll make sure to clip this and send this over to your sister.
And now moving on to question 9. Question 9. What percentage of deaths result in an autopsy? 95, 70, 45, or 20?
Can you repeat those?
What percentage of deaths result in an autopsy? 95%, 70%, 45%, or 20%?
Hello, handsome. Hello, handsome. Hello,
Hi.
handsome.
Hi.
Oh.
She's not talking to you. She's talking to the dog.
Yeah, I assumed, but, you know, it's nice to take a compliment.
Let's put it this way, I hoped. Oh, this is a very interesting answer to that question.
And finally, for round 1, question 10. The family of the deceased can refuse an autopsy if the body is to be cremated, religious beliefs forbid it, or nobody can prevent an autopsy if a coroner calls for one.
I just have to hope that my answer is accurate for England and not just Japan. Because I know which answer is right for Japan.
I will point out this is one of the few questions I have really researched to check that it is accurate for the UK. Some of these questions were America-based answers, which is why they started with "in America."
Yeah.
One of them, I dropped out of the quiz entirely and had to rewrite something else because it was entirely American-based.
Oh.
Actually, for a bonus point, you don't get multiple choice on it because I don't have the multiple choice options prepared. What is the difference, for a bonus point, what is the difference between a medical examiner and a coroner? Do I have the multiple choices prepared for that? No.
Oh. Now my second pen's not working.
A second
Another one from
pen?
downstairs.
Have you
No, I
been
got it.
cheating on me?
It's a very cute pen that looks like a panda on a tree.
Oh
I
dear
see
God, you
now.
really do have a Ben pen.
Yeah.
A Ben pen.
Okay, don't start the next round yet. I'm gonna let the dogs out because one of them is insisting that she has to pee right now.
Who
Right
let the
now.
dogs out? Who?
Jennifer.
It's Angel.
Angel. Yeah.
We finally have an answer.
I thought it was Snoop.
Okay, let's get some answers in while Angel lets the dogs out.
All right.
Theo apparently has some good opinions on examiners and commoners.
All right.
Fair enough.
Ben,
Yaha.
which country introduced the concept of the modern coroner?
Germany.
Rogue.
Scotland.
Angel Mama.
France.
No,
We all got it wrong. Wait, it was England?
it was England.
No, because in 1857, what we consider today to be the modern autopsy.
Wait, you have the answer on your phone?
No, I read. Was first taken into account, and then it was many years later, but then Scotland Yard, which is in Britain, then finally owned its own like forensic department where they can do autopsy, that kind of thing, refrigerate people. And but it was I'm pretty sure it was 1857 or 1859. It was in Scotland. So I'm not sure where you got your answer from.
England introduced the world to the official position of coroner back in 1194.
No. You said modern.
That was what the question I had written down was. That's what the question I've got from my internet sources says. Modern coroner.
Okay. Well, I'll take it, but I'm gonna take the hit, but I don't agree.
Rogue.
Because I think
Trading places. This is usually what I end up doing.
All right, sorry.
What was a common term for coroners in the 13th century?
I'm really going to hate it if I've now got this wrong, because I went back and changed my answer to this. So, sheriff?
No. Angel Mama.
Oh, Morgal. Well, I know that's the derivative of the term mortician, but I don't know if that was the right word.
I am afraid it's not the right answer for what I have written down.
Okay.
Don't be...
Angel.
I had A written next to it, but I couldn't pronounce it. You were wrong on number 1, baby.
Angel, what was your answer for number 2?
It's not Morger, is it?
It is not
Morgal.
Morger.
Oh, well.
Ben.
Crowner.
You are correct.
Hey!
Coroners
Give the
were...
boy a gold star.
Coroners were commonly called crowners because they represented the interests of the king.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something like they may have gotten paid a crown for every corpse.
I must admit, I thought it was going to be something along those lines as well, to be fair.
Angel Mama, what is the primary task of a modern coroner?
Cause of death.
Correct.
Oh, yay.
I finally got a point!
And Angel, what are the outdoor research sites where forensic anthropologists learn their trade called?
Body farms?
They are indeed called body farms.
Oh.
You can donate to those, by the way. Just put it in your will. They'll
Yep.
take you, they'll dump you in a car, and they'll watch you rot.
They are secured areas where bodies that have been donated to science are allowed to rot so that we can work out what the hell that looks like.
In different environment, temperatures, seasons, etc.
So I've then got to ask, what's a corpse garden?
Nothing.
Graveyard.
Disturbing.
No, that's my little tidbit. Corpse Garden is actually the name of a 12-episode anime where 4 girls, while on a night on the town, get stupidly drunk and end up turning into zombies through magic, and are charged by a government agency to fight non-human zombies, because there's a difference. And then it turns out,
Well, dog zombies.
and no, I mean, like, they're humans, but they're like not free thinking for some reason. And then it turns out that somehow, because they can still keep their mind, they need to be used to save some little girl who's of national importance. It was weird.
Not yet,
Sounds
Lord.
it.
Not yet. Don't go to Crunchyroll yet. Stay with us. Also, Chris Hansen says, bee zombies are the worst.
They would be.
That sounds like a sci-fi movie title.
That you would love.
I mean, no, if it was a sci-fi movie title, it would be called Zombies.
Oh.
And it probably
It'll
is,
be
actually.
a
Let me...
B-rated movie.
Zombies versus necro mosquitoes.
Can't be any worse than Ibiza zombies.
Oh. There is actually a thing called a zombie.
Isn't it like one of those bees that have been infested by those
It's-
mushrooms?
It's been infected by a phorid fly.
Oh, it's the fly, that one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not my enthusiasm.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when your flies come down.
Yeah.
No.
Ben, 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 Ben.
Ben,
Ben.
Ben.
In the UK, what other role do coroners historically hold?
I put down treasure inquest.
That is the correct answer.
Very
What?
nice.
They,
I like the emphasis.
if you find treasure, you need to take it to your local coroner, and they will determine who owns it.
Well, I suppose they needed to do something between cutting up all the dead bodies.
No, is a treasure now isn't it considered 3 coins or more? But it used to be way more than that. And it's also how far into the dirt you find it. Like in Australia, if you find anything within the first 3 feet of your own land, you own it. Anything deeper then goes to the government or some crap.
In the UK, treasure is legally classified as anything more than 300 years old and made of metal, precious metal, or part of a collection of valuable objects or artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't want this one, Gov. It's just tin.
Although if it is prehistoric base metal assemblages, that also qualifies as treasure, I learned today.
Ooh.
Yes, I totally know what that means.
Piles of gold, silver, or other currency-associated metals. Basically.
The historic role of treasure inquesting is upheld in the Treasure Act of 1996. There's another bit of the fun fact for you.
There are multiple treasure acts?
They've probably had to update what the treasures are called and how big a treasure has to be.
Yeah, because we're finding really big ones right now. There's been some amazing treasure hoards recently discovered.
Rogue, what is the forensic study of dental evidence known as?
I went with I followed the same line of thought as Angel and went with the one with anal in it. So criminal dental analysis.
No.
Damn.
Oh well.
Angel Mama.
Odontologist.
Correct.
You only know that because you studied.
Dang
No,
it.
because it.
I wanted it to be
study of
oral
teeth.
criminology.
Odontology is the study of forensic evidence related to the teeth and the mouth. Dental records can help you identify whose a body is, and bite marks can help you identify a suspect.
Nice. That's how they got what's his nuts? Oh, who was the weird one?
Who
Doesn't
was
need to
the
be a
We'll
little
be
weird
here all
one?
day with that question.
God.
R. Norton
Not
42
Dahmer, the
says,
other one.
No, it wasn't Dahmer, it was the other
teethology.
one. Yeah, and he bit one of his victims and he had funky teeth and that's how they got him. They fried him,
As you do.
as you do. I've seen his death photo too.
as you Americans do.
Well, yeah, Texas, hit him with a brick. That's what they do. Oh God, what was his name? Why have I gone blank? I could see his face. And he was really slick, and he often pretended he had like an injury or something, a bit like Buffalo Bill in the movie. Drove a Beetle. Oh my God, serial killer! Come on, people.
I don't
Charles
track
Manson.
serial killers.
Charles Manson is,
No.
he is a serial killer who was slick, I believe.
Let's see. What's his face? The one which a clown is? The clown guy?
No, it wasn't him.
We'll come back to that. You'll think of
Yeah.
it later.
I will remember the name and I will scream it out.
As an answer to another question.
Angel Mama. Angel Mama. In America,
yes.
coroners are
Yes.
most closely associated with which position?
The sheriff.
That is correct. In some counties throughout the US, coroners will still assume the powers of the sheriff when the sheriff is incapacitated. Until recent decades, coroners and sheriffs were often the same person.
See, that's why I went back and changed number 2 to sheriff in my answers, because it's just like, oh shit, yeah, because like, there's this whole thing about U.S. sheriffs where it's false, by the way. Like, the sheriffs are just wrong on this fact, but they claim that their power derives from the Magna Carta. Like, it's a whole thing. What?
I must say, I feel like that whole thing that, you know, if the sheriff is incapacitated, how did he get incapacitated? It was a coronary accident.
Coroner just hides a blackjack club behind his back. No idea. Not sure. Couldn't tell you.
Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy had a funky tooth, and they took a cast of it from one of his victims. And he'd bitten her inner arm, don't get rude. Yes, there was a whole thing about, because obviously the prosecution was like, it's, you know, an absolute. The defense was like, oh, how can you tell? Because it was on an arm, and, you know, so there's this whole. And so it was argued that it actually wasn't a science. It was more of a very good guess, you know, either way. And so it's,
if the tooth doesn't fit, then you must quit.
That's all science is all the time.
No, but I mean,
really good
if you
guesses.
snaggletooth, I think, you know, if you snaggletooth and it's obvious in the imprint you're snaggletooth, and it kind of leans towards the prosecution's side of the argument rather than defense's. But yeah, sorry, Ted Bundy, yeah, he was the one.
To go back to R. Norton's comment in the chat, I feel that's the answer behind the song My Sharona. There you go.
Oh dear.
Angel, what power does the coroner usually have?
Declaring a sheriff unfit for service?
I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. Ben.
Oh.
I got the same thing.
I caught Ben with popcorn in his mouth. Rogue.
The 7th and the 8th question were tied together.
They get advantage on persuasion checks.
Angel Mama.
They can declare a subpoena or call for a subpoena or whatever the fucking fuck way you worded it.
They have the power to subpoena.
Yeah, there you go, that one.
They usually have the power to subpoena witnesses to the death, family members of the deceased, or anyone who might be useful to determine the cause of death. R. Norton just says, coroner shouts, I have dark vision!
Yeah. I said persuasion, not perception.
Chris Henson, in the American Gods book, Anubis is a coroner.
Anubis is a coroner?
In the American Gods book, the gods of the... a lot of the gods of the old world are now in America, and Anubis is a coroner in Memphis.
Alrighty.
It's really easy for him because he just, like, tastes some of the body and then can know what happened to it.
Ew. What happens if the body comes in liquid form?
Ugh.
You can taste liquid.
Yeah, would you want to?
I'm not a jackal-headed god.
So when you find out that you get one person who comes in, yeah. Oh, you're not dead. You're not dead. Wake up.
Ben,
is this an autobiographical experience?
No.
Ben, Ben, what percentage of deaths result in an autopsy?
I think I got this one wrong.
70%.
Rogue.
20%?
That is correct.
Yay!
Wow.
About
That'd
1
be
in
a lot higher
5.
Oh, good. That's the one I got.
About 1 in 5 deaths lead to an autopsy.
Mm.
The rest are just Naturally occurring deaths. No suspicious circumstances, and no need to do any extra work.
Yeah, like there'd be a lot of, you'd have a lot more coroners, because sadly, folks, a lot of people die every day.
Yeah, also, I mean, you've also got wiggle room, like if there's an elderly patient and they die at home, but they've been seen they've been seen by the doctor for that particular illness or an illness recently, then there's no reason to believe there's any other cause of death because they've, let's say, died of pneumonia.
Also,
and that's how the murderer gets away with it.
Also,
my murder mystery's gonna come out amazing. Now.
Also, Rogue, I feel that's our happy takeaway from this pub quiz. Lots of people die every day. That's our final thought, guys. Anyway,
trust me, I could say more depressing things on that topic.
Rogue, the family of the deceased can refuse an autopsy for what reasons? Which of those answers is the answer that is correct?
I've got written down nobody if one is called for.
That is correct.
Yep.
Hey!
Coroners and medical examiners are required to perform or authorise autopsies.
No, because places where they've had kids go into hospital and the parents have tried to pull them out because of religious reasons.
Well, yeah, but that
and they've
kid
gone...
going in the hospital, not...
yeah, but it's still religious reasons.
Like the Christian Scientist movement. Them.
No, you get Mormons who believe that you can't have blood transfusions, and you know what God's will is, blah blah blah. And in America, it's a really big deal because if the the Department of Family and Services or whatever gets involved, kids are yanked from homes, and people are saying, "Oh, it's against our religion," and it's like you're killing your kid. Don't care. You know, but there's been some recent arguments in England, I believe, because a family wanted to yank their kid out of hospital because of religious reasons, and the court said no.
Court said, "Fuck off with that."
Yeah, and my thing about this is like, you know, God gave us the intelligence to fix the dying kid, so why wouldn't you want to?
Like, God sent the doctors to us.
Yeah.
He did your job for you.
Yeah.
You can always let that one night do uncondensive. Whole family goes up to heaven out there of blood. So why didn't you save us? I sent you boats. I sent you helicopters.
Yeah,
I sent you everything. What were you expecting?
Like, what more did you want from me, fuck?
Questkeeper. That's 3, by the way. Questkeeper. What was your score for that round?
Are we not doing the extra one?
Bonus question, darling.
Oh, bonus question. I did ask you a bonus question. I forgot because it's not written down. Bonus question. What is the difference between a coroner and a medical examiner? I can't remember who answered last, so Ben.
One only works on dead people.
Rogue.
One has all the fancy powers.
Angel Mama.
Don't know if this is correct. I've got 2 potential answers, but a coroner does an entire body examination, including tissue, blood samples, pathology, etc., whereas a medical examiner does an external examination only. The second answer is one's American and one's English.
No.
Okay.
Angel.
I put medical examiners will examine the body, but the coroner will tell you how you died.
Good answer.
The answer that I have from the source that I gathered a lot of this information from says
Wikipedia?
that coroners are elected and medical examiners are appointed.
Yeah, in the States, a coroner is elected. That's why they're closely related to the sheriff, because the sheriff is an elected position as well.
A coroner is elected to office. They're not required to have any medical background whatsoever.
Nope.
Whereas a medical examiner have medical licenses and are appointed to the office.
I want a taxidermist to become a coroner.
So, Ben,
Could you imagine the fun?
what
so
points did you score?
I got 5.
Automortician.
I got 3. No, 4. I can count.
No, 5.
Scythe.
Wait,
Jennifer, what?
Angel.
How many points?
Oh, 4.
Listen for your note. Quit playing.
I forgot that I chose a different name this time.
Death becomes her.
7.
ooh.
So, with that,
Very disappointed.
someone's out in front who doesn't want to be.
No, I'm just disappointed in my score. I could have done better. I should have studied. But thank you for doing that round. It was a lot of fun.
Lady Law says, Theo says, Examiners are nurses and commoners are a doctor.
Okay.
And,
How old's
yeah,
Theo?
very, very clever answer. How old is Theo? How old is Theo, milady?
Let's see. Let's see if I remember.
R. Norton also...
6.
Theo is 6.
Aw.
R. Norton also says there was an episode of John Oliver's show about medical examiners versus coroners. So, moving on to round 2, I have a selection of cryptic film titles. So these are film titles where I have got a list of film titles that are
I'm going to throw it out the window.
made slightly different by using different words. You have to work out the original film title.
I don't know why I'm excited, because I sucked balls last time we did this, but it's just fun.
It's a neat concept.
Yeah.
I like it.
Question 1. Every one of the head of state's guys. Every one of the heads of state's guys. R. Norton has the answer.
Sorry, okay, can you repeat? So, this is cryptic movie titles, and can you repeat what's the cryptic clue is?
Every one of the head of state's guys. Every one of the head of state's guys.
Ocean's 11.
Jen's butt was just there. I had to spank it with my notebook. Sorry about the squeal.
It's okay. I was too busy drawing a penis anyway.
I'm glad it's going very professionally over there.
We need to
I'm
open
just glad we don't have cameras on what they're writing down.
I'm just glad we don't have cameras. Stop.
I mean, it can't be worse than what we've got going on.
I mean, I can make it worse. Is that what you're asking for?
Oh my. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh,
lions and tigers and bears.
The whole reason mine had to be bumped up to 18 plus is because you're talking about a tiger on stream.
No, I'm a cougar. Thank you.
No, you were talking about what I could do to a tiger on stream.
Anyway, question 2. Question 2. Fiery seats on horses. Fiery seats on horses.
And now I have a song stuck in my head.
R. Norton has that one too.
I also have that one.
It's a good one.
R. Norton also points out it's very easy for them to say that they have it when no one is going to ask them for the answer.
Yeah,
I keep telling you, put the answers into the comments as soon as you get them.
The song Fiery Seats on Horses.
Took me a second, but I got it.
Question 3. Out of money before rear elevation. out of money before rear elevation. R. Norton has that one as well.
Who's chuckling? Me.
Out of money before rear elevation.
You know you're laying on the dog blanket,
See,
right?
the first part seems easy. It's the second part that's completely throwing me.
Yeah, same here.
Before rear elevation.
I didn't, but I am thinking of doing another round of this at some point, and I will have to because I'm out of the ones that I got from the website.
Part of me wants to give him a hint, and part of me wants him to suffer.
Suffer. It's a quiz.
True.
This is your conscience. Give us a hint.
She doesn't have one. It won't work.
No. Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, you're not wrong about that, but...
This is your temporary conscience.
Hi, you've been assigned a conscience trademark by Morality Incorporated. You should
Just imagine
feel
if we did that, you
bad
would just
about
produce
your
the
current
Uno reverse
behavior.
card.
Question 4. Dozen annoyed guys. Dozen annoyed guys.
Oh, I just got the last one.
Oh, great, cool. I'm the only one who has no idea what the last one is.
Chris says
Okay.
got it.
What was the remake?
I don't know.
Was it black and white or was it colour?
Oh, it was in color.
Then you watched, saw the remake.
R. Norton says, no hints. Fun needs rules.
Fun needs rules?
Rules, borders, and an
Who
end
said
zone.
that?
Anyone who ever
Who
played D&D?
decided that?
Spoken like a GM, R. Norton 42.
Actually, that's a very valid point. The amount of times going, no, you can't do that.
I still love that was the title of the rules section, the start of the rules section in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer role-playing game was just called Rules, Borders, and an End Zone. Question 5. Man of noble rank belonging to the circles. Man of noble rank belonging to the circles. R. Norton says got it.
I'm gonna say I think someone miscrypted cryptic number 5.
Man of noble rank belonging to the circles. Chris Hansen says round guy.
My favourite superhero.
What? Round guy.
Yeah. Everyone, he just stops everyone by making something round. You're walking down the street, there's a bollard. There you go. Boom, boom, straight in the nuts.
I
And
like
his
Peanuts. I like
and-
Jeff Dunham's Peanuts version of a superhero. Gay man. And when he flies, his butt whistles.
Chris Hansen has said round guy and his sidekick square boy. I mean, I feel they've got to face off against the evil threat of the triangle.
I was thinking something with more sides, actually. More like an octagon or...
Curse you, dodecahedron man.
Damn it, you got there before me. Damn.
Question 6. Brace yourself for giggles, as question 6. Courageous organ.
Yeah.
Courageous organ. R. Norton says, the evil non-Euclidean man.
Okay, we're starting to sound like Lovecraft in here.
So, number 6 again, please.
Courageous organ. Courageous.
You cannot list any
organ.
porn films.
Oh, because I thought Dapper Dick was perfect.
I'm just going to say that I had a... No, I'm not going to drop that low. I'll let you finish my joke off there for me.
I'm not finishing you off, Ben.
What? Well, I never. I'll see you around the back, eh?
Question
I
6.
said I'm not.
Question 6. Courageous
Oh,
organ.
no, you're not. Right.
Oh, God.
There's spaghetti around the back. There's spaghetti around the back? Yes. It's lovely. Spaghetti and meatballs. It's excellent. You know, we eat at the same restaurant as Lady in the Trap.
I feel like we're starting to approach, like, the funny thing about the Acropolis is levels of, like, disorder here.
You're always going to have that risk during any quiz, to be fair.
Question...
I mean, that is iconic.
When it came
as
down to the
scenes
elephant
go.
doctor doing the teeth, I think that was the one which got me.
Question 7. Everything concerning the first woman. Everything concerning the first woman. Ooh, liking this lo-fi music tonight. R. Norton says, yep, got it.
R. Norton's a liar.
Nah.
I'm still stuck on 3 and 4. Like, number 3 is genuinely just pissing me off.
I like that, Norton. I am a liar, but I also do know it.
I don't feel like it was intended. Like, I'm not sure R. Norton was intending to make that sound like a sultry seduction.
I was thinking if it's more like...
Everything I say is a lie.
I was more thinking that it was along the lines of, like, The Doctor, where it's like, I definitely am a madman with a box. Question 8.
I am an idiot!
Question 8. Plaything fable.
Sorry, I missed that first word.
Plaything fable.
Plaything?
Plaything.
Plaything fable.
Why? Why head? Bad head. Naughty, naughty, naughty.
R. Norton
Stop
says...
thinking like that.
R. Norton says, I've never said anything in a sultry voice.
That's okay.
Ben,
I do it for you.
can we hear that line in a sultry voice?
I've never said anything in a sultry voice.
You lying? Censored.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, pretty much.
What a voice actor. Thank you.
I think we need to give Ben some helium and see how sexy he sounds after that.
I've done the
Ooh,
experiment.
Mom, you can do sexy.
Question.
What is this quiz going? This is getting down a drain. We've gone down a drain I never thought existed.
Question 9. Timepiece mechanism with citrus fruit. Timepiece mechanism with citrus fruit.
I mean, listen to the words.
Timepiece mechanism with citrus fruit.
Thank you.
Timepiece
Is
mechanism
this a good time for a
with
promo?
citrus fruit.
Just walked in. Oh god, you have missed the weirdest round we have ever had.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know
It
how
definitely
much
gets
you've
to the.
missed,
It
but you
definitely
have
gets to the.
missed an amazing round full
Law,
of plenty of ideas.
Law, I think Ben needs an adult.
He
We
needs an
say that
adult
every
adult.
week. We say that every week too. Every month. Sorry, not every
he-
I
week.
just need someone here to come by and gag me every now and again, just to calm everything down until I get back into
He either
frame
needs-
of mind. That's the wrong thing to say as well. That goes down the other line. That's not
Law,
good either.
Law, have you covered Theo's ears?
I think
Tags and gimp masks here. I mean, come on. This is a family-friendly show, people.
No, it's not. Don't.
I think Ben needs a young priest and an old priest.
I don't know what you're thinking of, but go on.
Finally, question 10. I'm not going to touch that comment in the chat. I'm going to give you a few minutes to breathe
this is going
again.
to be the episode which is going to get us famous. This is the one. This is the one. Just for the
Where
sake.
we just break you.
Yeah, pretty much. Innuendo, the game. Ben needs a sequel. Jeez.
In your endo?
I need a sequel in my endo, apparently, right?
It's a shame you've changed the name, because It's Ben Again could be your sequel.
Oh god.
You need a that's a clue to an answer. I shouldn't sing that.
Question 10. We'll save you from this round eventually, Ben. Question 10. The opposite of East Border Fable.
Oh. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I still have nothing for 3 or 4, but the rest of these will be easy.
Would you?
I'm questioning myself when it comes down to 7.
So let's see. Chris says, got it. Al Norton says, got it. And Law says, for real though, chat, head to Insta for Ben's sultry voice acting. Or soon to be created, OnlyFans. Frantic typing.
Hey, we accept OnlyFans here. We are OF friendly, or at least I am. I can't speak for John or Ben, or Angel or Angel's mum. So I think OnlyFans is cool.
Look, I had to close down 3 of my
about
sites.
erotic audios. What are you talking about?
I realized that I did not know either the ethical or legal ramifications of my initial comment. That's why I backtracked.
You're not going out, dude. We're playing.
Hello.
It
Anyways,
is.
it's been like an hour. You can go out again like at 10:30.
It is
Yeah,
now
and-
time for answers.
Just let him out. He peed. Lay down.
He wants the cool.
Good boy.
Rogue. Every one of the head of state's guys.
Or the King's Men.
Angel, mama. You're close.
That is what I put.
Let me quickly turn to IMDb for a second.
To be fair, I think All the King's Men is something as well, to be fair. That sounds familiar.
There is a film called that, yes.
Yeah.
That is
Is
not
that
the
not?
that is not the film I'm looking for.
And I put down Kingsman.
I was looking for a 1976 film, not a 2006 film.
Oh.
So I'll give a point for all the King's Men, because that is an answer that fits the thing, and that's why we have IMDb.
How about Kingsman when it comes down to the spy film about the Taylors?
I won't give a point
for that.
But
It's not all of them. It's not
the
all of
Kingsman.
them. It's
not
that is a
all of them.
subset. It's a subset of Kingsman.
Okay, the question is, what was the name of the movie you were looking for, though?
All the President's Men.
I have
That's
never
amazing.
heard of that.
I put that down first, and I was just like, that can't actually be a film.
That is a film about Woodward and Bernstein's uncovering the details of the Watergate scandal that leads to President Richard Nixon's resignation.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
R. Norton also points out, Ben, the full title is Some of the King's Men.
That explains why I don't give a fuck about it.
Angel Mama, that's 4. Angel Mama.
Yeah.
Fiery seats on horses.
I'm trying.
Well, it would hurt a lot, but if you had one, it would be a blazing saddle.
It would indeed. Angel. Out of money before rear elevation.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yep.
The rear elevation made me giggle. I was laughing.
I mean, Rose, I was going to tell you to really focus on that rear.
Oh,
That was
your
gonna be my-
face is precious there.
Okay, Ben. Dozen annoyed guys.
12 Angry Men.
Yes.
Good movie.
Wait, that's a film?
Yeah, it's about basically a jury trying to come to the conclusion of whether a person killed or didn't kill.
Again,
But
you'll have
it's
seen it
about one
referenced
holdout.
everywhere.
Fair enough.
And he points to them where their inaccuracies in thinking were, because they were going to basically condemn somebody based on their race, because it was Puerto Rican or of that ilk. And one holdout pointed out the flaws in all their arguments, and brilliant movie. Watch the original, not the remake.
But you will have seen it referenced in a lot of places. Like R. Norton says about you'll have seen All the President's Men referenced in places. 12 Angry Men is also one that gets a lot of remakes and sort of parody things and things like that. I know that I've seen
memes,
there's there's an episode of Not Going Out that is basically that plot line but with Lee Mack's character, and it's quite funny. Which is weird for a thing based on 12 Angry Men, which is definitely not a funny film. Anyway.
No, it's very serious, but very good. Anyways,
moving along. Rogue. Man of noble rank belonging to the circles.
Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
So the reason I objected to this one, because it says belonging to, rather than like the rings belong to them.
Lord
irritatingly, I think irritatingly.
Because of me.
It probably would.
I was surprised you didn't get this.
I wasn't thinking Lord was a man of high rank. So I was thinking, I went through King, Marquis, and I hit Duke, and that's where I got my answer.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm talking.
What was your answer?
I want to know.
Dukes of Hazzard.
I don't know where the rings come into that with her.
The hazard sign is like rings interlocking in a weird way.
Me, I went for King Arthur of the Round Table.
Wait, okay, so who's Sauron in Dukes of Hazzard? The government?
I wasn't even thinking Lord of the Rings. I was going through different ranking,
high ranking,
actual titles.
Noble ranks.
Of the noble ranks, of the genteel, yes, thank you.
R. Norton says Boss Hog.
See, no, I want to see a Lord of the Rings parody where everyone is essential. It's Dukes of Hazzard do the plot of Lord of the Rings. So Frodo and Sam have the car, obviously. Then do we just bring Loveless's giant robotic spider in for Shelob?
Yeah.
I mean, I
There
feel
you
you've
go.
got to.
Am
I
I right?
need that now.
Ben?
Was there actually a film out there? Sorry, I ended up putting down King Arthur the Round Table. Is there that film as well?
Oh, let's have a
Yes,
look.
there is.
Because I'm
Almost
placing
certainly.
that as an argument for the sake of the top answer, the number one, which you got a yeah, that technically works.
He said rings plural. There's only one round table, darling.
I said the circle.
Plus,
There-
a ring is not. Yeah, rings are not circles.
No, he said circles.
There
Sorry, plural.
technically is not a film called King Arthur and the Round Table. There is a film called King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table.
Close.
There is a film called Arthur and the Square Knights of the Round Table.
Sounds like Monty Python.
I don't know what it translates to, but there is an anime on this list that just has no English translation, but I assume it's about King Arthur.
Your dog just twitched the snot out of him.
And there's Knights of the Round Table, so...
Yeah,
Let's
that'd be
not
no
go
good.
to Camelot.
No.
Just a silly place.
And Knights of the Round Table.
I
Sorry, I heard a dog comment in the middle of that, and what?
Kronos has an itchy ear, so he's been shaking his head a lot. And when he does, his ears whip, and it hurts when he hits you with them.
So, for Chris Henson's sake, looking it up, yeah, it's an anime it ran from 1979 to 1980, 52 episodes. It was just about King Arthur. It was saved by Merlin, a wise magician, and brought up by a retired knight when he was 15 years old. He happens to prove that he is the person to be king of all of Britain, as you do by drawing out the sword from the stone. But he has to prove that he can become king, etc., etc., yada yada, lots of adventures.
As you do. I mean, it's no weirder than the entire manga based on the life story of Princess Diana.
I dread to think what
I've
is going to
read.
come up when I say this, but Angel Mama,
Yeah.
what did you answer for courageous organ?
Well, it wasn't Dapper Dick. It was Braveheart.
It was indeed Braveheart is the correct film title, yes.
What are you
Why do you
insinuating?
doubt me?
Experience.
Because you're my mother and he knows I learned it somewhere.
Yeah, true.
Angel,
Yep.
everything concerning the first woman.
All about Eve.
Correct.
That's an oldie.
Ben, plaything fable.
Toy Story.
Correct. Rogue, timepiece mechanism with citrus fruit.
Clockwork Orange.
Yes. And finally, Angel Mama, the opposite of East border fable.
West Side Story.
Indeed. Where is the text thing? Ben, how did you do that round?
I got
Can't
8
believe I
out of
nailed
10.
it.
Sorry, you got...
I did so bad the last time.
These ones felt
Oh.
like they were easier, though.
What did you get, Ben?
I got 8 out of 10.
8. So that would be 13. Auto Mortician.
Also got 8.
That would be numbers. Scythe.
I got 9, which puts me at 13.
And Death Becomes Her.
10.
Oh, that's an
Show
easy one to
off.
maths.
So I got 17.
Well, I
I
guess
thought
you're
you-
not
I thought
in
you-
the next round, are you?
I couldn't believe it. I sucked so bad the last time we did that round, but I had so much fun. But this one, sometimes it comes to you, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, I think part of it is after the first one, you kind of have an idea of how it works.
What to look
as
at,
well.
yeah. Actually, I work backwards. If I got the end of the movie title, then
Yeah.
I could work backwards from that.
We will look
How I
into
do Wordle.
others of those soon. Because
I'm really enjoying where chat's gone with it,
That
with
was
the whole
fun.
King Arthur stuff. I mean, I have a question for everyone else in the quiz right now. Discuss sword from the stone versus swords dispensed by watery tarts. Which is the more suitable basis for a system of government?
Hey, no Monty Python in this chat room, thank you.
R. Norton says, what are the qualifications of the watery tart?
I think most men
Can
agree a
breathe.
watery tart.
Can, in fact, breathe underwater.
Well, I mean, she's still got a better idea of the current complexities of the system than a rock. So I would say the watery tart.
And to be fair, when it comes down to it, either way is working better than going for a regular government anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So,
Okay, so which one of us is gonna jump into the lake near Buckingham Palace, and which one of us is gonna catch the sword when I lob it at you?
I'll catch a sword. I'm
I feel
willing
that-
to suffer for the rest of the group.
I feel that Rogue is the one that could actually utilize the sword after catching it a lot more than any of the rest of us.
Yeah, I probably couldn't lift the bugger. This is heavy.
They are.
Okay, we are now moving on to the future of quizzes, in that a computer wrote these questions and answers.
I'm terrified.
I haven't fact-checked to make sure it got them all right.
oh god.
So I'm just gonna... You're just gonna have to hope that you get the same answers the computer did.
Right.
Bloody frightening.
They look right. But I asked
So
for...
we need to figure out what ChatGPT came out with, basically.
Technically, this is... I believe this is Google Bard, which is
Even
ever so
better.
slightly different from ChatGPT. But I asked the AI to come up with a 10-round general knowledge set of questions and answers, and it has done that thing, and I have it written out here, and we'll see how you do. And
Well, stop.
Okay.
I might
This is-
Google it afterwards to see if it got them right as well.
This is truly going to be the most bizarre chaos ever.
I think you are overestimating how chaotic it is. Because we start with question 1. What is the capital of France?
You know, we just had to think. Okay.
Okay, where's the trick in the question?
Mm.
Oh, wait, no, I know the answer. It's
Oh, yeah.
F.
Yeah, I was just saying that.
Oh no! Oh, I really hope it isn't what I think you just wrote down.
Question 2. What is the longest river in the world?
Oh.
Milady
Oh, that
Law,
one did.
question 1 was, what is the capital of France? The Gurk suggests, who invented the light bulb? Answer, Jimmy Lightbulb. I think you should know, the Gurks, that
It's one of
everything was
two.
invented by Sir John insert thing here. So obviously the light bulb was invented by Sir John Lightbulb.
Oh, so that's why going to the toilet is called going to the John.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was the earliest invention.
Well, of course, you need to sit on something to think while you're at it.
No, that's John tried to usurp Patrick Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Question 3.
No.
What is the highest mountain in the world?
I kind of hate this round because all I can think to do is put the right answers down,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna hate every time I get the answers wrong for different reasons.
Well, that's the thing. It is the case of where have they gone wrong?
They're higher than anything on land. So
I know, I don't.
where's the AI going with this?
Well, considering it's a cheap Google AI, it's probably not as clever as we're giving it credit for.
Yeah, true.
I would argue that Google is not cheap.
Well,
It just sells your soul for your right to search whatever you like.
consider Google's last attempt at AI ended up with a racist, misogynistic teenage girl. They don't have a lot of my confidence.
That's less Google and more.
People are assholes.
Yeah, the internet
that's true.
sucks.
Yeah, there's more trolls than nice people on the internet. Think about it.
Question 4. What is the largest ocean in the world?
Specifically?
You might be at this point working out what its favorite question type was. It got real stuck on one type of question.
Just reverse this, and this could be Jeopardy.
Yeah, I can tell it really likes anime from this.
Oh, that's going to be the next questions I ask her then, I guess.
No.
Yeah, an AI trying to come up with a Japanese name for an anime. And then you trying to read it.
That's the round name. Anime AI.
Anime.
Oh.
Oh, I love it.
It's the fact that you two can get a harmony in your groans is it's beautiful.
We're here all week.
Way too much time together. You need to get a life.
She needs to move out.
Fuck you.
Question 5.
You
Question 5. What is the
easy.
Question 5. What is the most populous country in the world?
The most populous.
What is the most populous country in the world?
Are we talking per mile or just in general?
I didn't ask the AI that, so
I'd say is as in full country.
Full country.
I'm just
okay. This is interesting because there were two answers, one which used to be correct, and the true one which is more recent, and it's AI, so it's probably the old answer.
It'll be on the web more.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just writing down words now.
I think I'm just going to call out a random answer when it comes to my turn to answering a question. I mean, this is AI, so...
Question 6. What is the national bird of the United States? We have now left the part of the quiz where it decided to just focus on what is the X of the world. And we move on to the next thing, which is...
Is it an unladen African swallow?
I thought we said no Monty Python.
Better. Before you said no Monty Python.
No. It's African or European?
At which point Angel Mama is just hurled into the crevasse.
Finally, we have a chance in this quiz.
Does that mean John is going to be wrongfully arrested for the murder of a historian in a minute?
So yeah, we moved on from what is the most X in the world to what is the national thing of country. As it decided that was what the rest of these questions this round are going to be.
Alrighty.
So the rest of these questions are, what is the national X of Y? Buckle in.
I'm going to suck on the last ride anyways, because it's Hitchcock, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was your round.
What is the national flower of the United Kingdom?
You've got a
Leprechaun.
friend and a horse.
I'm
You've
concerned
got
that
a friend.
a flag has just gone up for the clip spam chat on the Discord.
Oh,
What did you try to clip?
Milady
Oh,
Law has
no.
managed to clip a thing.
oh no.
What did you clip?
The clip is just titled Harmonio.
Oh, no.
Although I
Sync Tim.
Shut up.
I do still love the Twitch random name generator it has that generates the random clip URL.
Oh God.
The clip title, the clip Harmony O, has the random title of Attractive Agile Cucumber.
Well, it's because people make clips of so many things. It's easier to just auto-generate random words.
Yeah,
Because then
and it's
they're guaranteed
great
not to
every time.
double. Oh God, some of them are amazing.
I mean, we've recently in the clip spam channel on the FBF Discord had such clips as Poised Callus Snake Buddha Bar, Moist Smoky Curry You What,
What?
You what?
You what, bruv?
from Ben the Quest Giver's channel, Speedy Curious Nico Don Panic Basket, and Crunchy Cracky Cockroach Resident Sleeper.
Nice.
I love
All
these
right.
sound like they could be kids' TV shows.
I did a couple of clips as a to the reaction of a specific character in Yakuza 0, and those are Silly, Alert, Heron Vote, and Intelligent, Lucky Clint, Team Fortress 2 John.
I don't even like Team Fortress 2.
You do now.
Anyway, question 8. What is the national bird of Canada? I think
I know it's not the goose, but I want to say goose.
I think
Yeah,
basically
right.
what they have is a bit of coding that just spits out 5 random words. Or just spits out random words until it has enough letters.
Probably.
So, national bird of Canada. Flappy.
Canadia.
No, dear.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Is it the pigeon?
No, that's England's national bird.
Ah, right, okay. Pigeon pie.
Fun fact, my sister, for some reason that I do not understand, is scared of pigeons.
Yeah, they're lice-infected, flea bag flying rats. Don't blame her.
No, but scared in the same way as, like, an angry dog is growling at you scared.
No, I've seen people who've like, I don't know what it's called, but it is a phobia, isn't it?
I can only presume so.
R. Norton
As my
says
sister seems
pigeons
to have
are
it.
scary.
They are. Well, according to our dogs, because they have to bark at every single one that flies over the house.
Number 9. What is the national anthem of Australia?
Oh, suck an elf.
It's not that.
I'm legitimately just going off the rails here. I kind of stopped taking this round seriously. After, as soon as Question 8 came out.
Honestly, I lived there for 7 years. Why can I not remember? I can remember some of the prime ministers.
There doesn't seem to be a name for the phobia of pigeons specifically, but people who have ornithophobia have an extreme fear of birds.
Ornithonia.
No, ornithophobia.
Yeah, but it's pronounced ornophobia. I only know that thanks to Big Bang Theory.
That way, so myth.
It's Latin, of course. It's not spelt that way. Okay.
I would like to just point out we have
Oh,
we have started doing a fact of the day at work, and yesterday's fact was that in 2015, paramedics in Australia stopped using the "Do you recognise who the Prime Minister is?" as a way of testing people's mental capacity because the answer changed so often.
yeah.
It's like covered in dog fur.
I know.
It's just like sticking to your skin.
I know.
It's wild.
Everything okay there, Ben?
I heard a noise. Sounded like something fell
Sounds
over, and I'm
wonderful.
trying to figure out what it was.
Fair.
It's a ghost. He owned and closed a kitchen cabinet.
Woo!
Well, it's Ben's fault for moving all the glasses. Poor guy just wants a drink.
Yeah. R. Norton says, fun fact, the Spanish national anthem has no words.
And the Jamaican national anthem goes, Jamaica, Jamaica, we have a bobsled team.
Cool running.
Just wonder why on earth it was done to Art Theme.
Question 10.
Because we conquered them. What?
Question 10. What is the national sport of India?
It's AI, so this could either be accurate or terrifyingly racist.
My money's on terrifyingly racist, but I mean,
Yeah.
especially since John didn't fact check.
Okay.
It worries me that John's not like correcting us on any of these statements.
I didn't fact check. I'm not going to say whether it's racist or not. It's a sport. It did correctly give me a sport that is probably played in India. I can't confirm or deny whether it is played because I've never been to India. That's a lot of legwork to put in to write a silly quiz each month for you guys. I'm not going around the world on that.
God, I would.
Gosh, John, you just don't want to put the effort in anymore, do you?
Slacker.
I know.
He's just phoning it in. I mean, literally, we're all on calls.
Going back over this, we'll start with Angel Mama. What is the capital of France?
Gay Paris. Paris.
Indeed it is. Surprisingly, it didn't say Gay Paris, but
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
it did say Paris.
Good.
So good job, AI. At least one's right.
My only other option for the answer was the capital letter F.
It didn't go with that.
I kind of wish it did.
Angel, Angel, what is the longest river in the world?
Denial.
It is.
Oh.
At least
thank
according
goodness.
to the AI. I assume that to be accurate to...
It is.
I
to
always go
river
between
length.
Amazon and Nile, and I can never remember one's famous for one thing and one's famous for the other.
So the Nile is currently agreed to be the longest. The Amazon disputes this because they can't figure out what's the actual source of the Amazon,
Yeah.
which is a bit more dramatic than the debate over what the actual source of the Nile is. Because it's not, oddly enough, it's not Lake Victoria, because lakes aren't where water come from. They're just where water go. And
They get collected.
exactly. But the Amazon is definitely the largest river network and has the greatest discharge.
Well, it needs a cream for that.
Yeah,
I was waiting for that joke. I
wondering-
knew as soon as I said discharge that it was going to be that.
There was going to be something there. You knew there was going to be
No, it's
something
just
there.
that legally blonde bit where everybody just suddenly looks down.
Yeah.
Ben, what is
Yeah?
the highest
done, you.
mountain in the world?
Everest.
Yes.
I was telling Jennifer, I was like, God, I hope it goes with just the ones that are on land, because if it's talking about underwater, I'm screwed, because there are mountains way higher than Everest.
And I put K2, and I don't even know why.
I think with
Because it's often
the
mentioned with Everest. It's one of the major peaks that often people training for Everest do K2.
I think
I'd
with
say
the technicality,
K2 is more dangerous.
highest doesn't necessarily mean tallest. It just means
Above sea level?
highest above sea level. Is my assumption with why that would not factor in underwater mountains that are technically taller
Very
from
not above sea
bottom
level.
to top.
Yeah, I get that.
To be fair, I
Highest
was
from
waiting
the-
for Mount
highest-
Olympus.
Highest from the Earth's core
Yes.
currently.
Rogue.
This is where I screw up.
Can
I
I
think.
can I do one mountain fact before you ask this?
Sure.
The highest highest freestanding mountain in that, it's not like surrounded by other mountains, is in fact Kilimanjaro,
Mhm.
because it's got the longest but also easiest ascent in the world, which I think is
Still
kind
ain't
of dope.
gonna. Still ain't gonna do it. It's a freaking mountain. It's there.
You did Snowden okay.
Pretty. No, I walked down it. I didn't
Yeah,
walk
admittedly.
up it.
Admittedly, we
Oh,
were going
the
the easy way,
gurks.
but we still did it.
Mountains aren't just funny, they're hill areas.
Actually, technically, they're not. There's a difference between a hill and a mountain, so if it's a mountain, it's not hilarious.
I was gonna say,
But
yeah,
it's not a
the
hill.
Welsh have worked very hard to make sure that they have mountains.
Oh,
Rogue, what is the largest ocean in the world?
The Pacific Ocean?
Yes.
oh, that's where you went. No, I went wrong again. You should copy your answers.
I
Make sure all the rest
genuinely
of them
was
are-
worried it was gonna go with something like the World Ocean.
Mm.
Angel
Literally,
Mama.
I gave you guys the answer.
Yeah, which you shouldn't have done, Missy. Sorry, where we at?
Angel
Clearly
Mama, what
didn't
is the most populous country in the world?
Again, stuck between, rock and a hard place, but I went with China.
That is the answer the AI gave me.
Thank you.
So I think there was a threshold recently. I can't remember if it's that India is now more populous than China or something along the lines of like its birth rate is higher than China's or something like that. I'm gonna double check
Yes,
that for the end of this.
That's why I was doing the rock and a hard place, because it was China or India, because I know there's been a switch. And I didn't know what the switch was, but I just went back to China, if that makes any sense. Because of course,
Yeah.
China for the longest time had the two-child rule, and they only just lifted that. So
Angel.
Well, they've actually started reversing it.
Angel, what is the national animal of the United States?
The bald eagle?
Correct.
Is
Ben.
that actually the national animal?
1 second. What is that?
Oh, it is. It is actually. Unironically, cool.
Ben, what is the national flower of the UK?
I wasn't entirely sure, but I knew that the War of the Roses wasn't right, so I ended up throwing down Poppy.
Rogue.
I went with Rose.
It gave me Rose.
Oh,
Hey.
Damn.
well, I knew it was thistle for Scotland.
Yeah, I knew the thistle for Scotland.
well, that's
And
the
you
thing
said
with two-
England initially, not UK, honey.
Did I?
Yes.
No, you said the United Kingdom. I remember that because I was trying desperately not to think of the Rose, which was the War of the Roses side of things. So that was the reason why I said, oh yeah, I know I got the thistle for Scotland, I got that, so it's like, okay, well, it's not going to be the Rose, why would it be the Rose?
I could have sworn I heard England, but you know,
I
I'm
think
old. What do I know?
I
So-
kind of went with England, but technically the UK has no flower.
So I think that is where the AI has gone wrong as well, because it is not the rose. The actual answer is not the rose. The rose is England. But if you Google search what is the national flower of the UK, the first answer it brings up is the national flower of England is the rose. So it thinks it is. England has the rose, Wales has the daffodil, Scotland the thistle, as mentioned, and Northern Ireland has the shamrock.
I said leprechaun.
But yeah,
Pretty.
the UK doesn't have a national flower of itself. It was a trapped question. Rogue, what is the national bird of Canada?
I genuinely don't know, so I went with an apology albatross.
Very nice.
I'm very sorry, but no. Angel Mama.
I went with the standard goose.
I'm afraid not.
It's gonna be a
Angel.
bloody swan or something, isn't it?
I went specifically with Canadian goose.
Well, that's what I meant, you muppet.
Ben.
I went for an owl.
Ooh.
The AI didn't get this one right either. The AI's answer is the common loon.
No, that's currency.
The common loon is a bird. It came very highly in the popular vote for what the national bird should be of Canada, but the actual selected national bird of Canada is the grey jay, also called the whiskey jack or the Canada jay.
Huh.
And ironically, the whiskey jack is such a good name for a bird.
Ben, what was your answer?
Owl.
I said an owl.
I'm going to give you half a point because with the common loon, the snowy owl was also one of the ones that voted very highly in the popular vote and wasn't selected as thing.
That idiot down there.
Fair enough.
Rogue, I'm going to start with you because I've forgotten who should be going next. Rogue, what is the national anthem of Australia?
Just like the previous one that I gave the answer for, I didn't have a serious answer for this, so I went with an angry didgeridoo.
Angel Mama.
Well, you know, it should be Waltzing Matilda, but I put down God Save the King.
I'm afraid it isn't, or at least it's not according to the AI answer.
AI.
Which
Your
I've just
turn.
checked, it did get it right. Angel.
Hey, Mickey, you're so fun, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
No.
I want it to be true, though.
It should be.
Any advances on that, Ben?
The Crocodile Dundee theme tune.
The correct
Jesus Christ.
the correct answer is Advance Australia Fair.
Ah.
Oh, of course. I've sang it because I lived there for 7 years. I just could not remember when you asked the question, and I can hear it in my head right now. I won't sing. I won't subject you to that atrocity.
Right, I have a better wrong answer.
Okay.
Land Down Under by Men at Work.
The actual Australian national anthem was written by a Scot.
They had to come from somewhere.
Milady Law says
Oh,
the AI gave an answer, but is it Trudeau?
Mind you, the other side of things, though, if it was written by a Scot, was it originally a Scot? Was it a Scot who was put there as a prisoner and then wrote a song for the land? Which is freezy. Oh no.
Apologies to Australia for being the butt of today's jokes.
Angel Mama, what is the national sport of India?
Well, since we invaded and took over with the use of a flag, I'll say cricket.
You have a flag.
You have a flag?
You get a point because the AI gave that answer.
Yay!
Hey.
What is the national sport of India? It's probably cricket.
The national sport of India that came up when I searched for national sport of India on Google is hockey.
Really?
Oh.
So, interestingly, I get a slightly different answer. The Indian government has not designated any official sport as India's national sport, but because of its widespread popularity, hockey is widely regarded as its national sport.
Yes, I am looking down further on the Google, and yes.
I would presume that's field hockey, not ice hockey.
Yes. India does not have a national game. Hockey, kabaddi, and cricket are sometimes incorrectly given the title of national sport of India. So yes.
What is kabaddi?
Look it up.
Probably a handball
I
game?
am.
It's
Kabaddi is
real
a
fun.
contact sport native to the Indian subcontinent. Very popular. Blah 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 blah. Ooh. There's a variant for the Punjab that warms my heart because I used to live in the Punjab. Other side of the border, though. I lived
Watch
in the
watch
Pakistani Punjab.
some YouTube videos of it later. It's a crazy sport.
Is it like a handball type sport or?
It seems closer to rugby.
It's
okay, cool.
very close to rugby, but like
Celtic rugby? No rules. Literally, you go in, and if you die, they just drag your body off the field.
I mean, there are definitely rules in kabaddi, but it's a real interesting one.
I'm kind of down that we should just do a stream of us watching kabaddi. I'm kind of down for it.
We'll see about that. Okay, Ben, quest keeper. How many points did you score that round?
7.5.
That is
If anybody's watched Aussie Rules, you'll know that's a pretty competitive sport.
auto-mortician.
8. Which still leaves me behind Ben, I believe.
Just, yeah.
Scythe.
Angel.
I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5, which puts me at
She's messing around with
8.
She's messing around.
I can put you back at 8 if you like.
No, I said 18, but Mom was talking. Sorry about that.
Death becomes her.
6.
So that's
I'm at 23.
23.
I'm still winning.
I will say, Angel with a scythe doesn't have the same sort of oomph as Angel with a shotgun.
18.
Well, one does have a bit of gunpowder behind it.
So, as we go into the final round, Scythe
That was a good shot.
is at 18, Auto-Mortician at 20, Quest Keeper at 20.5, and Death Becomes Her at 23.
Oh wow, that's quite tight.
So it's close. It's all to play for with the final round, which is on Hitchcock films.
Oh, cool.
Now.
I've lost. I should go take a look at my my round questions.
Question 1. Which Hitchcock movie was based on the 1942 short story by Cornell Woolrich called It Had to Be Murder? Which Hitchcock movie was based on a 1942 short story by Cornell Woolrich called It Had to Be Murder?
Well, here's where I learn where I lose all my points.
Luckily, we don't take points away for wrong answers.
You say that now, John.
We have had that nominated as a round type coming up.
Sorry.
Question 2. How many Hitchcock movies did Cary Grant star in? Question 3. Which of Hitchcock's early movies is often cited as the first British talkie? Which of Hitchcock's early movies is often cited as the first British talkie?
Whose round was this?
Angel.
Angel and Angel Mama had both suggested that they had done a marathon of Hitchcock films and suggested that could be a round. And then it is.
No, we didn't. We studied. Because they told us it was around, I thought.
Yeah.
I forgot this was around, and I'm regretting forgetting.
I just don't study for these things and just think that it'd be better if I just don't know.
Question 4. Which was Hitchcock's first colour movie?
This is about. Is this the? Just to give you an idea of how badly I'm going to do. I don't know anything about Alfred Hitchcock that isn't in one single 30-second interview.
R. Norton also says this is a great round, and as yet, know none of the answers.
Thank God. Thank you for vindicating me, Richard.
Question 5. Hitchcock's movies, The Birds, Jamaica Inn, and Rebecca, are all based on novels by which British author? R. Norton knows that one. Or at least claims to.
Congratulations. Have a cookie. Not like a really spectacular cookie, just like a reasonable one, like a butter cookie.
Like a standard
chocolate chip.
hobnob.
No, that's far too fancy. Something simple, like just like an oat cookie, oat biscuit.
Like a bit of shortbread, maybe.
Oh, again, John, you're going too fancy.
Okay. Digestive biscuit?
Yeah, something like that.
Non-chocolate.
What?
I think no chocolate was shouted.
It just sounded like it was at the bottom of a lake.
R. Norton says, don't police what cookies I get to eat.
I am the cookie police. Show me, Cookie Monster.
He also points out that most of them were not cookies. Question 6. Who is the only person to win an Oscar for Best Actor or Actress for appearing in a Hitchcock movie? R. Norton might have that one too. Does he get a better cookie for each one that he gets, or is it just like one bland cookie per answer?
It depends on if he wants to cash them in.
I think so. You could like the more you get right, the potentially the better cookie you could have, but you could have more like leveled cookies.
Exactly, yeah. Well, there are intricacies to this. Obviously, like you
I
can
don't know
only
any
cash in
remember us
cookie. You
talking
can
about
only
it?
cash.
Oh, okay.
You can only
So-
cash in tier 1 biscuits and cookies for tier 2 biscuits and cookies if you got those cookies for like
Right,
adjacent questions.
Okay.
So like question 1 and question 2, you have to get them both to turn that into a big fancy cookie. But
This
if
is
you
a-
do
this is a
one and
very
question
complex cookie. Very
I
complex
think I'm
cookie
gonna lose
currency.
weight in this game.
This is why there's a cookie police, John. There are rules. They are complicated.
Question
And the
7.
cookie-
Question 7. Question 7. Which of Hitchcock's movies was nominated for the most Academy Awards? Law is also now hungry. I hope you're happy now.
I am too, and I don't have any cookies. Now I'm mad. No, I ate those.
No, mini ones in the cupboard.
Oh
I got distracted by the cookies. What was the question?
Which of Hitchcock's movies was nominated for the most Academy Awards? Law says they ate all the peanut butter cookies this morning.
Well, peanut butter cookies are clearly a tier 1 cookie because I don't like peanut butter.
Oh, I like peanut butter. They're tier 2 at least. Everybody has their own grading system apparently for what's a good cookie, I guess.
True, that is the one problem with being a member of the cookie police is that cookie law is very arbitrary.
It has.
I don't know that many Hitchcock movies.
I know. There were like a bunch that you named, and I was like, "That's a Hitchcock movie."
I am so. I won't lie. I'm very glad that we're getting this reaction from the people who wanted this round.
I don't want this round. We studied because somebody else mentioned we were having a Hitchcock round. So Jen and I read about it like the day
A month
of,
ago.
like 2 months ago.
Oh God, you're right, because I missed one.
So I'm intrigued because I could have sworn it was you two that suggested this. That
No,
you had watched this and thought
definitely.
you had watched
No,
some
I
Alfred
think
Hitchcock
it was
films.
Rogue. I think it was Rogue.
I remember talking about them discussing a remake of The Birds, and then we were just talking about how stupid it would be to remake a Hitchcock film.
Because it's not a Hitchcock
Because
film.
then it's not a Hitchcock film, but I don't remember ever saying, let's do a round on Hitchcock.
Never.
Say, don't blame this round on me. I don't know Hitchcock.
I just about know Psycho. That's about it. Psycho and the Birds. They're the.
I
The
didn't
two
even
would
know
go
the
nuts.
birds until it was just mentioned.
Oh, Mom makes a good point. What if it was that round that Jeff did with us?
I don't.
I'm happy to blame Jeff.
I mean, we can blame Jeff, but he hasn't done it for. He hasn't done it for much longer than this was a round that came up.
No, 'cause he did one guest appearance and then buggered off again.
Question 8.
Let's
Which-
just blame him because it's easy.
Which 1943 psychological thriller was Hitchcock's own personal favourite of his own films? Richard also says, some of you, mentioning no names, need to watch more classic movies.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
name and shame, my man, because you're not wrong.
Yeah, I
There
went
are
through a
too
stage where I
many
realized
movies
I
out
hadn't
there.
read very many classic books either. So I was like, oh my God, I got to catch up. I haven't read this, I haven't read this, I haven't read this.
Question 9.
I don't
In
watch
which
TV
year
anymore.
did Hitchcock release his directorial debut? Richard, law questions. What counts as classic?
Well, the
That's a
thing
valid
is,
question.
it's a general consensus, isn't it? If the populace and the general consensus is towards a particular movie is that it's a classic, then that is what deigns it a classic.
I mean, that's true because
There isn't a checklist to say you have made a classic.
Because I mean, like, doesn't everybody isn't Citizen Kane one of the ones that's considered a classic? I think it's kind of stupid. So, like,
but yeah, there isn't a checklist for it. It's if the populace. Excuse mother.
Finally, question 10. Who won an Academy Award for Best Song for The Man Who Knew Too Much?
the funny thing is I remember you asking that question. I don't remember what the answer was.
No, I'm just writing.
Grace Kelly. She was like a fetus at that point.
I don't even know when the movie came out, so I don't even know. I tried to put something in for everything, but I got it wrong. So, you know.
Let's get you some learning on this.
Yeah,
however
there were two I definitely missed.
However useful that may be.
I learned things.
Angel.
Yeah.
Which Hitchcock movie was based on a 1942 short story by Cornell Woolrich called It Had to Be Murder?
Murder Most Foul? I don't know.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh dear, this is that round. Oh no.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Psycho?
Angel Mama.
North by Northwest.
It was Rear Window.
Of course. That was the name I couldn't remember.
That was the one that they remade with Johnny Depp.
There's lots of rears in this one.
I know, John. Are you trying to tell us something?
Brokeback Mountain, Rear Window.
I mean, we won't judge, John.
Ben. How many Hitchcock movies did Cary Grant star in?
I put 7 because I have no idea.
Rogue.
I put 5 because I also have no idea.
Angel Mama.
3.
Angel.
2?
The correct answer is 4.
Oh.
Wow! I love that. We managed to just miss it entirely.
He appeared in Suspicion, Notorious, To Catch a Thief, and North by Northwest.
And he was in North by Northwest.
Angel Mama, which of Hitchcock's early movies is often cited as the first British talkie?
Oh, I didn't have anything for that, darling.
Angel.
Rebecca?
Ben.
Psycho.
Rogue.
No, that was in the 60s.
Question mark.
The correct answer is Blackmail.
Oh.
I have no idea when these films come out.
Did anybody get an answer for what was his first colour movie?
I put North by Northwest for that one.
I put The Birds.
I put Wizard of Oz.
Is it?
Yes.
Wait, Wizard of Oz is a Hitchcock movie?
No.
Neither
Surprisingly,
is Wreck-It Ralph, believe it or not.
Rogue. Neither is Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah.
I kind of want it to be.
The answer for that one is Rope.
Oh, don't know that one.
Rope was his first colour movie. I'm going to go with Angel Mama, because you said you knew this. Hitchcock movies, The Birds, Jamaica Inn, and Rebecca, all based on novels by which British author?
When did I say I knew this? I just wrote an answer.
Well, somebody said they knew this. Maybe it was Richard.
I put the only person I could think who could write something weird, and that was Arthur Conan Doyle, because he's good with storylines.
Angel.
The lady who did Murder, She Wrote.
No, that's not an English author.
Oh, is she not?
Oh, are you thinking of Agatha Christie?
Yes, her.
Her.
I thought, are you thinking of Jessica Fletcher, the character in the TV program?
No, that's the voice of Mrs. Potts.
Ben.
Dr. Seuss.
That'd be a very different book.
Very different films.
Oh no. We
Rogue.
were doing so like I also put Agatha Christie, but I do want to just say I was really proud of us this month because like we all have decent scores for once, and normally all of these rounds we get like under 5, and then somebody gets like 7 points, and that gets them the entire game, and like we've just gone from like really good just like.
Dark. We fell apart.
Just ran into a brick wall and passed out.
The correct answer is Daphne du Maurier.
Yes, because of course we
Not
all know
in a
that.
million
We all
winters
know
will I
that
got
name.
that one.
Well-known English author.
Yep.
So mum's at 1 tomorrow, babe. Angel.
Does anybody have any answers they're confident in for the rest of the round, or should we just put a bullet in the head of this for now?
This is the only one where I think I might actually have a point put forward, which is Jimmy Stewart for number 6.
No.
I went with Julia Hepburn.
What did you put, Jen?
Cary Grant.
Nope.
Anthony Perkins.
No. Joan Fontaine was the only person to win an Oscar for her appearance in thriller Suspicion.
What's out there?
I
My
think-
answers are Psycho, 1950, Marilyn Monroe. That's
Yeah, I think you need to commit to the mercy killing, John. What were the answers?
I'm going to give you the answers. I'm not going to ask any of you what the answers were. If you get them correct, you can tick them. It'll be great. 6 was Joan Fontaine. 7 is Rebecca. It was nominated for 11 awards. It won 2 of them.
And the Netflix remake is terrible.
Yeah, okay.
His favourite film was Shadow of a Doubt. His directorial debut was 1925 with a movie called The Pleasure Garden.
Bloody hell, I was way off. I said 39.
That's a
I was just-
32.
I got 1920. Can we do Prices Right rules?
I don't know, Ben, how did you do with that? What did you say?
Oh, I was way off. I just put down 1950.
Ah,
Let's give him the point.
sure, Rogue, you get a point. It slightly
just without
alters
going
the rankings a little bit. It does actually change positions in the final scoring, so, you know. And the person who won an Academy Award for Best Song for The Man Who Knew Too Much was Doris Day,
Oh, and I know the kit.
with the song Que Sera Sera.
Whatever will be, will be.
Yeah, that's the one.
Fair enough.
So, with that, I've moved where the scores are on the overlay. Let me move them back again. With that, Automortician scores 1 point.
Yay!
Yeah.
And
Were you literally the only person to gain any points in that round?
and that is very generously giving.
That is with 2 people who actually tried, actually studied, and still didn't get it.
And as Richard says, this feels an insult to cinema and literature at this point.
This is why we didn't ask for his
Why
opinion.
can't we just do it on Michael Bay?
Okay, I'll look
No,
up Michael
I
Bay
think
questions
about
next.
boobs
I
and
would
lens
quite
flares.
happily do a round on Peter Jackson, unironically.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
get both of them on the list. I'll put both of them on the list of what rounds I can do. Peter Jackson, Michael Bay, not a crossover between the two of them.
Ugh.
There'd be a lot
Honestly-
of explosions and lens flares in Middle Earth if that was the case.
A little bit.
I'm just imagining like Aragorn as like a fucking transformer. I kind of love it.
Come
The
with
Coen
me,
brothers. I don't do
Frodo.
the Coen brothers. That's not so bad. Just,
Okay, I'm
just
gonna-
as long as it's about the films rather than anything
Just
else.
stop us, John. Stop us.
I'm gonna actually write these down so I remember them.
Oh, we're gonna regret this when these come up.
Oh, they're gonna be so good though.
I just also really love the picture in my head of just like Optimus Prime as Aragorn in the film. It's just Frodo.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Frodo,
I'll tell you what, that would be a
one
fun
shall
one.
stand and one shall fall.
Oh, that'd be a fun
Hobbits,
one.
roll out!
Mash up two characters from two different franchises and see if we can figure out which ones they were.
Oh my god, yes.
Just sort of say a little description of the new character, which is an amalgamation of the two. The name being an amalgamation of the two, and see whether we can figure them out.
Argus Prime.
I think I have a way of doing that one that is fun.
Bumblebee, yes.
Fun and dumb and actually based on comics because I don't know if any of you know this, but way back in the 90s, I want to say it was, Marvel and DC did a big Marvel DC crossover event where
I know which one you're talking about.
where the Marvel and DC characters got smushed into one character.
Yep.
So
character, Dark Claw.
So maybe, with the exception of Dark Claw, I'll do some Amalgamverse looking up and finding some Amalgamverse characters that can be the franchise mashup. So, next point of business, Scythe. Angel, you were our least good player of this month.
How PC of you?
Just call me a loser, John. It's nicer.
Angel, you were crap, weren't you? What round would you like to name for next month?
Can I think about it and get back to you?
Yes.
Well, yeah, but we're all on FBF, so we can talk about it on the Discord. And I know you, I live with you, so I can just tell you directly.
But that means me talking to you and listening.
Yeah.
So,
Sucks to be you, don't it?
Yeah.
Angel will think about it and get back to us. We'll see you again next month, which at the moment,
She wants to know on what tools to use in an autopsy.
No, I don't.
I am just...
Shovel, chainsaw.
So next month, the pub quiz should be taking place on September the 16th.
Hang on. Calendar check.
Yep. Hold on, my mom's checking the calendar.
I can't. I'm on.
You can still open your calendar app with Discord open.
Milady Law, the 16th is when you need to set your alarm.
No, the 16th when you
Okay.
need to avoid everybody and everything.
As we proved how stupid we are again. I mean, how smart we are again.
Oh no, we're good. Okay, we're good. We're
We
good.
did
We're
pretty
good.
good this week.
You
month.
did.
Up until the last round where we got the sympathy point.
Um,
I'm gonna take that sympathy point. I have no shame.
I still
with
won.
that, yes, let's go over the scores. Angel Scythe had 18. Ben Questkeeper had 20.5. The Automortician pipped it with the sympathy point for 21. And Death Becomes Her takes the lead with 23 points.
Woohoo!
Everybody just needs to do their, like, Smash Brothers clap now, just like... Thank you guys in the chat so much for joining us. Thank you guys in the stream so much for being here with us. Sorry to Mr. Hitchcock if you are somehow watching this.
Is he still
God, that's
alive?
terrifying.
No. but I'm not precluding that.
So
as a...
that's what was making the noise earlier.
He just came back a little early.
Chrono haunting. He came and haunted you. It's like Minority Report. He haunted you before the event.
Actually, yeah, if he was alive now, he'd be like, what, 124? That's insane. He was actually born in the 19th century.
We are now going to say thank you guys. We already said thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys to know when we go live, a completely free way that you can support us on the channel. Do also hit up Ben the Quest Giver and the Angel Games Player, because they are also cool FBF stream related people that do the streaming on the regular, and Rogue is also here. We have a Discord that you can join. Fair enough. We have a Discord that you can join where you can chat with us.
That has an animation now.
That does have an animation. We have a Discord that you can join where you can chat with us about the games that we are playing, the D&D stuff, food that we cook and eat, all sorts of fun things like that. Tonight I shared pictures of a steak I cooked while it was in the process of being cooked, but it's a very nice. Ooh. It was a very nice steak.
The important question, though, John: how did you cook your steak?
Over a fire.
You know exactly what I mean.
That one we got to a medium to well done.
Oh, that's a mistake.
I'm very sorry for you.
My dad likes it like charcoaled, so that's the compromise.
Oh no, my dad is exactly the same. We have running debates on steak theory at home.
Yeah.
We also have a YouTube channel that you can go to catch all of the replays of all of the old videos. We also have a website, www.finalbossfight.co.uk, where you can go and see all of the profiles about these people, all of the profiles about our D&D characters and other role-playing games that we play, and our ever-expanding podcast network that includes things such as the Rime of the Frost Maiden, the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, that a lot of these people are in, the Spelljammer Academy, and the Masks of Nyarla Thotep. So, that is available wherever you can get your good podcasts from. But we now have the following streams coming up. Tomorrow night on the FBF channel, we are continuing the Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign of D&D as the group continue to try to save the world from eternal winter, but this time they are heading out into the tundra to try and find the lost spire of Netheril, a missing segment of a long-lost wizard town. On Monday night on the Angel Games Player channel, Angel is yelling at monsters in Genshin Impact. And later on Monday night on the FBF channel, I will be playing some Marvel Midnight Suns. On Tuesday night, the adventures of Aurelius and Roswin continue in Baldur's Gate 3 as we head towards the Goblin's castle. Things will go well at the Goblin camp, right? Right?
Of course, it'll be a great time.
Everything will be fine.
Goblins love to party.
They love it. On Wednesday, Angel is going to be failing at Star Rail. Ben is...
Well, actually, I'm going to be a part of the Masters of Nyarlathotep, so...
Ben is on the Mask of Nyarlathotep, which is happening on the FBF channel. And the FBF Craft is happening on Thursday this week because of the aforementioned Mask of Nyarlathotep Edge of Darkness?
I don't know, but it's edgy. That's
Edge of ... Tune in to find out what the ... is, and also how the edge of that continues. On Thursday night, Angel is going to be playing some Yakuza 0, and then we are going to be continuing our FBF craft as we head to the Nether. Yay! On Friday, it is the Council of Tamranor, as I can't remember what we're doing this month. We're building more of the world of Tamranor. We probably should.
I can't remember what we said we were going to do this month.
That would work. That would
We
in
should-
fact track.
We should probably have to have a chat with what that actually is going to be. Stay tuned this Friday to find out if we manage to work out what the hell we're going to talk about. And then next Saturday, Angel is going to be playing Trails in the Sky. It's off the bottom of the screen here, but if you go to www.finalbossfight.co.uk, you can see the full list of when streams are happening over there with all of the people that we stream with. Thank you guys so much for watching. Normally, I would ask at this point, who are we gonna raid? But Ben has made that answer very easy. We are gonna raid Bacon und Schnitzel.
What?
It's a cute little one with piggies running around.
We're gonna raid some pigs.
Oh.
Wait, does this make this the second Bay of Pigs invasion?
Oh.
You're really hamming this up now, Rogue.
Oh.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.